Poetry Out Loud is a great example of how the arts integrate into education, how they drive people to participate in something. Anything that enables students to engage in school is really important. And so Poetry Out Loud is a really great example of that. The program is set up to provide teachers with a number of resources to help their students prepare. Of course, they have to put a ton of hours of practice into this. So that's really where they get the feel for it. Then they go to their local school competition, then move to a regional competition for their county, and then come here. So poetry is also another really great way to understand other communities and cultures. By reading the poems and really getting, what are they saying? What is this about? When did it occur? What was happening in the world when this poem was written? There's just wonderful ways that poetry and literature in general helps us all really understand each other so much better.
At this time, we recognize Ana Manrique, Story County's finalist. She is unable to join us today, but we congratulate her in her accomplishments in reaching the state finals. We now begin the competition. I will announce the name of the county and the student's name. Each student will come to the stage and announce the title of the poem and the poet. Judges, are you ready? Again, audience members, please be sure your cell phones are silenced. We will begin with Clark County poet Eva Torres.
Hi, my name is Ava. I'm from Clark County. I think I really like this kind of competition because it's not just about, reading or reciting or, acting. It's about truly understanding what it means and feeling it on a deeper level and being able to convey that to other people. When you read a poem, you better understand it, and when you read it out loud, it helps it because, your intonation, your diction, how you move, it helps other people understand it better too. So I feel like it's a great medium to get poetry to the average person.
When I Have Fears That I May Cease to Be, by John Keats. When I have fears that I may cease to be, before my pen has gleaned my teeming brain, before high-piled books in caricature hold like rich garners the full ripened grain, when I behold upon the night's starred face huge, cloudy symbols of a high romance, and think that I may never live to trace their shadows with the magic hand of chance. And when I feel, fair creature of an hour, that I shall never look upon thee more, never have relish in the fairy power of unreflecting love, then, on the shore of the wide world, I stand alone and think, till love and fame to nothingness do sink.
Thank you, Eva. Our next poet is from Lyon County, Mari Basaca Fuentes.
My name is Mari Basaca Fuentes, and I'm representing Lyon County. I picked the 3 poems because each one represents me in a different way. The first poem represents my language and the 2 languages I can speak. I've definitely interpreted it into a different way, and it's really scary to perform because many people could go against me or they could go with me with this. I've always been shut down when I want to speak up, and I think poetry is a sort of way that you can speak up on what you believe and the way you feel.
Breakfast by Mary Lamb. A dinner party, coffee, tea, sandwich, or supper, all may be in their way pleasant, but to me, not one of these deserves the praise, the welcome of newborn days. Breakfast merits, ever giving cheerful notice we are living another day, refreshed by sleep, when it's festival we keep. Now, although I would not slight those kind words we use, good night, Yet parting words are words of sorrow, and may not vie with sweet good morrow. With which again our friends we greet, when in the breakfast room we meet, at the social table round, listening to the lively sound of those notes which never tire, of urn or kettle on the fire. Sleepy Robert never hears, or urn or kettle. He appears when all have finished, one by one, dropping off and breakfast done. Yet has he too his own pleasure, his breakfast hours, his hour of leisure, and left alone he reads or muses, or else in idle mood he uses to sit and watch the ventures fly, where the sugar's piled high, clambering over the lumps so white, rocky cliffs of sweet delight.
Thank you, Mari. Our next poet is from Carson, Summer McGill.
My name is Summer McGill, and I'm from Carson City. What made me pursue a poetry reciting competition was the fact that in general, I already love poetry. My AP literature teacher, Mr. Watley, he really drove me to look at poetry from a unique perspective. Because of that, I've always loved writing poetry, but now that I have an ability to speak it, I think it's more powerful. Surprisingly, even though I'm very docile, I am a coach for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So yeah, I love martial arts, I love fighting, but in this perspective, I'm more of a lover than a fighter.
It was not death, for I stood up, by Emily Dickinson. It was not death, for I stood up, and all the dead lie down. It was not night, for all the bells put out their tongues for noon. It was not frost, for on my flesh I felt Syracuse crawl, nor fire, for just my marble feet could keep a chancel cool. And yet it tasted like them all. The figures I have seen set orderly for burial reminded me of mine, as if my life were shaven and fitted to a frame and could not breathe without a key, and 'twas like midnight some, when everything that ticked has stopped, and space stares all around. Or grisly frosts, first autumn morns repeal the beating ground, but most, like chaos, stopless, cool without a chance or spare, or even a report of land to justify despair.
Thank you, Summer. Our next poet is from Elko, Kiara Hernandez Duarte.
My name is Kiara Hernandez Duarte, and I'm representing Elko County.
Coming back, I think having that experience is really helpful and helps me kind of calm down. I know what to expect. Last year, I had no idea what to expect. Honestly, I'm just excited. It was a really fun experience last time. Everyone was so welcoming and helpful, and so I'm excited to see everyone else's poems as well. I'm really passionate about my messages, and so I hope to get those messages across and make those heard, and however that ends up is just, I'm just excited.
You, if no one else, by Tino Villanueva. Listen, you who transformed your anguish into healthy awareness, put your voice where your memory is. You who swallowed the afternoon dust, defend everything you understand with words. You, if no one else, will condemn with your tongue the erosion each disappointment brings. You, who saw the images of disgust growing, will understand how time devours the destitute. You, who gave yourself your own commandments, no better than anyone, why you turned your back on your town's toughest limits. Don't hush. Don't throw away the most persistent truth, as our hard-headed brethren sometimes do. Remember well what your life was like. cloudiness, and slick mud after a drizzle. Flimsy windows the wind kept rattling in winter, and that unheated slab dwelling where coldness crawled up in your clothes. Tell how you were able to come to this point, to unbar history's doors, to see your early years, your people, the others. Name the way rebellion's calm spirit has served you, and how you came to unlearn the lessons of that teacher, your land's omnipotent defiler. Remember how from the first emptiness, you started saving yourself, and ask yourself what, after all, these words are good for in this round hour now, where your voice strikes time.
Thank you, Kiara. Okay, our next poet is from Washoe County, Rayanne Hijazi.
My name is Rayanne Hijazi. I'm representing Washoe County. The years before this, I've been really competitive, really nervous, really anxious, but I think this year, because it's my senior year and because I've competed for so long, I've kind of adopted a more calm attitude towards it, and I know I've gotten all the opportunities that I wanted, and if I get them again, that's great. If someone else gets them though, then they deserve it just as well. So I'm a lot calmer and, happier this year, I think. Mansplaining by Jennifer Militello. Dear sir, your air of authority leaves me lost. Eases me from a place of ease, contracts with my contradictions to take from me a place. Autopilots, my autobiography, frightens, my fright, sighs with my breath, wins at my race. Your certainty has me curtained. Your nerve has me nervous. Your childhood has me childlike, and your nastiness nests in my belfry like a hawk. You are beyond and above my slice of sky, peach as a pie, bourbon as its pit. You are spit and vinegar while I sour in my bowl. You bowl me over, while I tread lightly on my feet. You walk on water, while I sink. You witness me, fisherman, boat on the lake, while I struggle and burble and brittle and drop. You wink at me, and I must relate. I close my eyes to erase you, and you are written in my lids, a litmus test, a form of lair. God, with 3 days of facial growth and an old bouquet for a face, soap and water for a brain. I have no handsome answer. I have no pillar of salt or shoulder to look over. I have no feather to weigh. I have no bubble to burst. I am, less to myself, a character in a drama, a drumbeat, a benevolence, a blight. All parts of me say shoot on sight, aim for an artery or organ. Good night.
Thank you, Rayanne. Our next poet is from Douglas County, Alyssa Edie.
I'm Alyssa Edie, and I represent Douglas County. I kind of like the acting aspect of it. You have to use your voice to act out the poems, so that was very fun for me. I think I will do good today. I think I prepared well for it. Fun fact about me is I'm from a family of 6. I have 3 siblings, 2 older brothers, and 1 younger sister.
Breakfast by Mary Lamb. A dinner party, coffee, tea, sandwich, or supper, all may be in their way pleasant. But to me, not one of these deserves the welcomer of newborn days. A breakfast merits, ever giving, cheerful notice we are living. Now, although I would not slight those kindly words we use goodnight, yet parting words are words of sorrow, and may not bay with sweet good morrow, with which again our friends we greet, when in the breakfast room we meet.
At the social
table round, listening to the lively sound of those notes which never tire, of urn or kettle on the fire, sleepy Robert never hears, or urn or kettle he appears.
When all have finished.
When all have finished, one by one, dropping off and breakfast done.
Yet has he too.
Yet as he too, his own pleasure.
His breakfast
hours, his hour of leisure. And left alone, he reads or muses, or else an idle mood he uses, to sit and watch the venturous fly, where the sugar's piled high, chambering o'er the lump so white, rocky cliff of sweet delight.
Thank you, Alyssa. We will acknowledge all 6 state finalists and the work they have been doing to get to the state competition with a handmade poetry out loud tumbler by the Nevada artist Joe Winters. Can all 6, thank you. Please come to the stage and remain for a group photo.
Hi, everyone. Just wanted to also mention that Sean, this is a book of poems called Snowmelt that Sean Griffin has also contributed to all the students. It's in their bag when they leave today. So thank you, Sean.
No particular order, the top 3 students reciting in round 3 are Mari Basaca Fuentes from Lyon County, Kiara Hernandez Duarte from Elko County, and Rayanne Hijazi from Washoe County. We will now proceed with the last round of recitations, which will determine first, second, and third place. Our first student up is Kiara Hernandez Duarte.
Invictus by William Ernest Henley. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud.
Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody, but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
Thank you, Kiara. Next up is Mari Basaca Fuentes.
Cartoon Physics Part 1 by Nick Flynn. Children under, say, 10 should know that the universe is ever expanding, interactively pushing into the vacuum, galaxies followed by galaxies, whole solar systems collapsing. All of it acted out in silence. At 10, we are still learning the rules of cartoon animation. That if a man draws a door on a rock, only he can pass through it. Anyone else who tries will crash into the rock. 10-year-olds should stick to burning houses, car wrecks, ships going down, earthbound, tangible disasters arenas, where they could be heroes. You can run back into a burning house. Sinking ships have lifeboats. The trucks will come with their ladders. If you jump, you will be saved. A child places her hand on the roof of a school bus and drives across a city of sand. She knows the exact spot it will skid, at which point the bridge will give, who will swim to safety, and who will be pulled under by sharks. She will learn that if a man runs off the edge of a cliff, he will not fall until he notices his mistake.
Thank you, Mari. Our next student is Rayan Hijazi.
Early Affection by George Moses Horton. I loved thee from the earliest dawn, when first I saw thy beauty's ray, and will until life's eve comes on, and beauty's blossom fades away. And when all things go well with thee, with smiles and tears, remember me. I'll love thee when thy morn is past and wheedling gallantry is o'er, when youth is lost in age's blast and beauty can ascend no more. And when life's journey ends with thee, oh, then look back and think of me. I'll love thee with a smile or frown, mid sorrow's gloom or pleasure's light. And when the chain of life runs down, pursue thy last eternal flight. When thou hast spread thy wing to flee, still a moment, wait for me. I'll love thee for those sparkling eyes to which my fondness was betrayed, bearing the tincture of the skies to glow when other beauties fade. And when they sink too low to see, reflect an azure beam on me.
Thank you, Rayanne. We'll take our final break now to tally the final scores. We're back to announce our State of Nevada 2025 Poetry Out Loud winners. In third place, Mari Basaca Fuentes. In second place, Rayan Hijazi. In first place and representing Nevada at the National Final Competition in Washington, D.C. from May 5th to the 7th, 2025, Kiara Hernandez Duarte. This concludes our competition, but let's welcome all of our participants back to the stage for another round of applause and a group photo. Thanks, and see you next year. Let's have all the poet laureates come back up.
I don't know, I was surprised, honestly. I don't know, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to go to DC. I've always wanted to go, so that's just kind of the main thought right now.
Seeing Kiara on stage is like a dream. She's so skilled and so talented, and each choice she makes is absolutely exquisite. And her second poem brought me to tears again, but she's just so talented, and it is amazing every time I get to see her perform.
Y confiamos en que en el mes de mayo va a ser un muy buen trabajo en Washington y esperamos tener mínimo entre los 3 primeros lugares a nivel nacional. Creo que por eso ha trabajado y estoy seguro que lo puede lograr.
Poetry Out Loud has just been super welcoming, and every single experience has been nothing but pleasant, and so I'm really grateful for this platform to get to use my voice.